This is a tutorial on how to use your agent control panel for your IDXBroker account. What you're going to do to begin with is you're going to go to your company website, and at the bottom of your website you're going to notice there's a little login link. You want to make sure that you're clicking on the one that goes to the IDX code. There may be two, one that logs into your website and one that logs into your IDX, and you'll know that you're there because when you click on login, the link at the top will say idxco.com, but it'll look like your website. So you will know that you're in the right place. You're going to put in your username and password, and when you log in, it's going to look somewhat like this. It'll start off at your lead management. Now, if you have any leads in your account, you're going to see them in here. And you can just view the basic information about that lead. You can see when they've received their last email update, when they've logged in, when they subscribed, that they've verified their email or verified their account. You can view their traffic history, and you can see if they have any saved searches. And you should see your name over here next to agent, as this is going to be assigned to you. In order to edit or manage the lead, you can click on the name. And when you log in, you're going to see the lead's information at the top, and you can add a little bit of information as you want, although it will show up on the lead send when they log in. You can categorize the lead, change their email format, disable the lead if they're no longer a buyer, or you don't want them to, or they don't need their account anymore. You can disable it, allow them to log in, receive email updates, and flag their account. Down here, you're going to actually see the person's saved searches. This is your search box. If you want to add a search to them, you can actually do it through here. But before we go there, I'm going to show you down here. You can see that this lead, which is me, has actually set up a saved search. So they in this specific search, they've chosen single-family residential, homes in Hoboken between 450,000 and 500, with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and sorted by description. So I can view these results in a new window if I want. And I can also see today's results in a new window. Now the difference is the results page is going to show everything that matches this criteria. Today's results is going to show anything new that they may have received. If you click on today's results, you're going to be, if it says 0, there's no results, that means that they have not received an email that day because nothing has matched their criteria. If you come here and you click on today's results and it does show some results here, then they've received those by email today. Going back to this, if you decide, one of the benefits of this is that you can actually set up your own saved searches to go to this person. So if you have followed up with this lead, and hopefully you followed up within the first hour, because you have an 80% chance of working with a client if you are following up with them quickly. And you want to assume, if you get a lead from your website, that this person has already filled out a form on 2 other websites. So the quickest agent to call back wins. So hopefully you've already talked to this person, and maybe you have gotten some additional details from them so that you want to maybe set up a special saved search that has a little bit more custom criteria. And you can do that by using this saved search here. Now this is the basic saved search. You can click on Advanced, and it's going to give you some more criteria where you can actually narrow it down a little bit. So you can choose different miscellaneous things, complex name, amenities, pets, appliances, parking, things like that. And all you have to do basically is come in here, choose the information. Maybe it's a 1-family or a residential. You can also choose rentals, lots and land, multifamily, and business opportunity from the drop-down. Remember that choosing any additional options, so you want to remember the more criteria you choose, the less results they're going to get. So you want to make sure that you are choosing criteria that they specifically absolutely want, so that you're not narrowing down the results and sending them less listings. You want them to see more listings. So be careful with what you do choose in here. So you're going to choose your criteria. You can just change how it's sorted. You can change listing with images. And once you've gone ahead and picked a couple of different things in here, you can go ahead and save the search. and that will add it into the account, and they will start receiving email updates for this as well. So that's how you are going to add a search. You also have the ability of using the map search, which is pretty cool. With the map search, you can zero in on a specific area. So you're going to click map search, then you're going to choose save map search. It's going to open up in a new window. Once the map loads, you can zoom in, zoom out, double click right on the map. As you delete the criteria here, you're going to see the map change. So maybe they want to be in a specific area. You can zoom right in it, or maybe it's a specific building they want to be in. And you can go right in and zoom in on that building if you'd like. You can also change the price, the number of bathrooms, the number of bedrooms. And once you've gone ahead and picked your area, zoomed in where you want it to go, come up here and make it, save it, and click Save. And it's going to bring you back here, and again, you have your map search. So that's how you manage the save search. Address search is going to work the same. You can actually type in a specific address, and listing ID searches, again, you can do a specific listing. Now, for saved properties, you're going to see a very similar type of thing in here. You can see the properties that the lead has saved. Which ones do they like that they've seen? If you've talked with them on the phone and they say, yeah, I found a house and I saved it in my account, this is where you're going to go and see that property. In addition, you can also push them a property. So let's say you know an MLS number that's perfect for this person. You can actually go and grab that MLS ID. Maybe it's one of yours. Come in here, grab the listing ID number, and save the property for them so they can come and view it later. And lastly, you can view and edit the notes for this person. You can actually add in additional notes, add notes, it'll timestamp it, and all the information for that lead will be right in here. So that's how you're going to manage one of your leads. Now, if you want to add a new lead, the process is very similar. You're going to come in and you're going to click Add New Lead right here, add in their information. Once you save this lead, you're going to see all the other same options as you saw on the previous screen. Now, there's a couple other things that I want to go through inside your control panel that are important. One is your bio. It's very important for you to make sure that you come in here and update your bio so that it's as complete as it possibly can be. Your bio is going to allow you to add in different phone numbers, fax information, your photo. You can change your MLS ID, which your MLS ID right here should be correct, and you can check that by simply going to your website and to your roster, clicking on your profile, and viewing it. And if when you click on your profile and you come down and you see your properties, it's correct and shows the properties that you have listed, then that number should be correct. You can also add in a link to your personal website. You can change it so that when somebody goes to the roster page, if they click on your picture, it will take them directly to your website and it will skip this page entirely if you want. You can also give your link a name so that it doesn't show the actual URL, but maybe it says click here to visit David's website. That would only be if this option is on no. Your email updates header, if you want to put in a specific email update, this is what shows up at the top of the email that the client's going to receive with their daily listing update. So if you want to put a special header in here with some information, you can actually put it in here. You can put HTML in here if you want and add it in, and it will show up on the top of the message that goes out to the client with their listing updates. On your website, you also have some special information that you can add in. You can add in your own bio and information about yourself right in here. It's really nice to do so that when somebody does come to your site, they can view information about you, and that's where it's going to show up. And if you know any HTML, you can use that in there. If not, this is a WYSIWYG editor. It works just like a Word document. You can type whatever you want to type in here and highlight it. You can make it bold. You can make it a different font. You can make it bigger. You can change the color of the font. And you can do all kinds of different things in here. Bullet point lists, insert tables. You can do multiple different things. And if you know HTML, you can click on HTML. It'll open up an HTML editor, and you can put actual HTML code in here. Once you're done making any of your changes to your bio, you're going to go ahead and click on Save Settings, and it's going to save itself and update on your profile page. There you go, information edited successfully. Now, your login information has been automatically chosen, so if you want to change the password to log into your account, you can click on Change Password right here. You can put in your current password, and you can change your new password in here. One of the other things that you can do inside your IDX control panel is you can go to the listing management page, and you're going to see your properties that are listed in the MLS. Now, the cool thing about this is you can actually add additional information about your property onto your company website. This will not reflect in the public MLS system on anybody else's site. It's only going to reflect on your website. So when somebody comes here and does a search, if that search meets the criteria of that search, matches one of your properties, your property will show up with any additional information that you put in it here. So here you get the basic information. You can actually see how many times this property has been viewed, a little bit more, and then if you click on it, it's going to bring up your property details. So you can add in a custom property description here. You can put in display as featured. Maybe the location that it's marked in the map is a little bit wrong. You can adjust this easily. You can add more photos. Maybe your MLS only allows 5 photos per listing. You want to add more pictures. You can add more pictures and add a description of each picture if you'd like. You can delete it by clicking this. If you have a virtual tour, you can click on Modify Virtual Tour, and you can add the URL and a link text, and you can set the dimensions of that right here. You can add or modify an open house by putting in an open house date here. And you can modify a custom link as well. If you want to make a custom link, you can put the custom link to another location where this listing may be displayed. Maybe it's your personal website or something like that, and choose the link text here. So lots of good information, lots of ways to manage your listings and add more information to them. I highly suggest doing this. The listings that have the most information usually get the most play. Now lastly, there's one more important piece to this admin that you're going to want to know about, and that is your mobile. You have a custom iPhone app that is actually set up specifically for you. When somebody goes onto their phone, they can, on their iPhone, this is not going to work for Android, but it will work for iPhone, they can actually download this app. It's called My Agent by IDX. So if you take this code and put it on your personal website, they can click on it, and it's going to open up on their phone. It'll open up the actual app store. If you click on it from here, it's just going to open up iTunes. So you'd have to have an iTunes account to do it here, and it's not going to really work on your computer. This is for your phone only. So you can put this code anywhere that you want, and anybody with an iPhone or an iPad can go and download this app. Once they install the app on their phone, they're going to be putting in this code, 13390-6 in this case, and when it shows up on the phone, they'll be able to actually zero in on their location. They can drive around. Maybe they see a listing in a subdivision that they like. They can pull up your app and hit the location button. It'll bring them straight to that listing where they can view more information. It's going to put your name and information at the top, and if they decide to inquire, you're going to get the lead. So this is a really cool app. It works on iPhone and on iPads. You can take this code, put it in your website. You can use this QR code for them to be able, maybe in print advertising, maybe you have a listing flyer that you put up for every listing. I would definitely put a QR code on that so somebody can instantly view more details about this property by scanning this code in your iPhone or iPad. And remember to emphasize that they have to use this code in order to have it be directed to you. If you're going to use this button, it actually is editable. You can make it bigger. You can change the color. And as you change it here, it's going to update itself here. So you have lots of different options of changing that. Maybe you want black, maybe whatever your site matches, you can do that. This code right here is going to display this widget, and this code right here is going to display the QR code, although I would suggest using the QR code more in print marketing. So there you go. That's how you use your IDXBroker admin control panel. If you have any questions about this, you can direct them to me, Shar Bennett. You can find my information at YourSiteNeedsMe.com, or you can call me at 517-917-0582.